As the World Cup approaches, the soccer boom is gradually rising in various countries around the world. Even the football desert of the United States is no exception. Football, which was not seen at all in the past, can now be seen occasionally playing. After all, the United States is also shortlisted. But it's still just a spark. Even if it burns the prairie fire, it hasn't burned up in the past 20 years, and it has become a retirement ground for major stars. But the term nursing home also doesn't seem to fit, because even if many stars are about to retire, they can still achieve technical poverty alleviation in the MLS. Until 2023, the arrival of the little old man of the gold miner has brought the wind of technological poverty alleviation to its peak. However, although the public is not interested in playing football, the major spinach companies have already opened. Some of the 32 teams shortlisted this year are traditional giants, such as Argentina, France, Italy, etc. France was the champion of the last World Cup and won the 2000 European Championship. There are also relatively weak teams, such as Saudi Arabia, Tunisia, Senegal, China, Nigeria, etc. The odds of strong teams are naturally relatively low, such as the favorite France. The odds of winning the championship are 5:1, and Italy is 6:1. The odds of the weak team are very exaggerated. The odds of the United States team to win the championship are 166:1, Tunisia is 300:1, Saudi Arabia is 500:1, and Huaxia is also 500:1. That is to say, if you buy Huaxia to win the championship, and Huaxia really wins the championship, it can be increased by 500 times in a month, and 1 million will immediately become 500 million. How many businesses in the world can be so profitable? But there is also a problem with this kind of play. That is, the process is too long, and it takes a month to see results. And if the spinach company finds out the clue and uses an off-board trick, there is no place to cry. That's why Eric sent Judy and the four of them to a big spinach country abroad, and he couldn't catch a sheep and pack the eggs separately in order to avoid risks to a greater extent. On May 31st, the day of the start of the World Cup, according to the schedule, the opening match was France versus Senegal. Eric looked at the blue screen in front of him. The simple web screen made him a little uncomfortable with the internet that was used to the later generations. The things of 20 years ago were indeed a little unsightly. Now Eric still uses a big back computer. It's not that he doesn't have a notebook, it's just that the notebook configuration in this era is not good, and the family still uses a big head. When I have money, maybe I can engage in internet investment, and it is not bad to buy a few stocks that are sure to make money as a long-term investment. Although the internet was not developed at the beginning of the world, the form of online gambling has appeared, but there are many problems and hidden dangers. For example, many websites are phishing, hiding all kinds of Trojan programs, and people in this era do not have much awareness of prevention, and there are not a few people who are recruited. Therefore, compared with the internet, it is more reliable to bet by phone. After confirming that the schedule would not change, Eric was relieved and opened MSN, which is still the most popular online communication tool in the world. Even in China, 2002 was the world of MSN, and QQ has not yet risen. Eric's fingers tapped quickly on the keyboard. Today's opening game, bet on the major companies, and buy Senegal with the maximum limit to win. Since you want to play, it is natural to play a short and fast stud, which is risky and wins. If you win, it proves that the trajectory of the world has not changed, and if you lose, it means that the future has changed. Then, not to mention football, even many movies that were originally big hits may lose pants. Since this is the case, Eric doesn't need to struggle, obediently listen to his father's arrangement, and it's not bad to be a second-generation star. Warren gave a frightened look. Senegal, are you crazy? It's an African team. I checked. They're in the World Cup for the first time. Billy. The whole Senegalese team is not as valuable as the thigh of a French star. Brother, this is $10 million. Don't be impulsive. Eric, listen to me. The odds of the French team are 1 minute and 1.2 seconds. The odds of Senegal are 119. Don't forget the famous saying, football is bought in reverse. Villas are by the Bordeaux. Is this your money-making strategy? Judy, haha, Brazilian chick is so enthusiastic. I've finished placing my bets. See you in 2 hours. Dinner time. Eric didn't have much to eat and sat on the couch with a bottle of beer, waiting for the game to start. Today, my father rarely came home, and when he saw this, he came over and squeezed his shoulder. My young man, what's the matter? It's nothing. The World Cup is almost starting and I'm going to take a look. Yes? I remember you weren't interested in football before. You preferred ice hockey and dancing to this. Dad, college makes people change and they get interested in new things. That makes sense. I see you've been staying at home for the past few days. Have you found a way to make money? Eric glanced at him. Don't worry, Dad. If something goes wrong, I'll be at your mercy. Take acting classes, learn the basics, and follow the arrangement in short. Shaylee Cooper laughed. Don't worry, Eric. When you come into this circle, you will fall in love with it. It is far more interesting than the financial industry. I'm afraid that even if he killed Charlie Cooper, he would not have thought that his son would want to make a fortune by gambling. After all, he is a top financial student. How can he not understand the doorway inside? Now that Charlie Cooper is just waiting to close the net, even the bad mood caused by the poor effect of The Wind Whisperer has been diluted a lot. On the screen, with the entry of the French team and the Senegalese team, the game officially began. At the same time, countless people are also paying attention to this game, and the French team can be said to be shining with stars, and as soon as they came out, they ushered in a tsunami-like welcome. Henry is the Premier League Golden Boot, Trezeguet is the Serie A Golden Boot, Cisse is the French Golden Boot, and Zidane, a national treasure. The incomparably strong French team is favored by all the media and fans, and it is a piece of cake to climb down Senegal. But then many people found out that Zidane did not play, Pires did not play, lost the engine, and the midfield of the French team instantly weakened. Although they still dominated and repeatedly attacked the Senegal goal, several dangerous shots hit the post. Messages on MSN are flickering wildly. Warren. Oh my god, fuck. Damn the Frenchman again. Who's that bald head? Bordeaux. Defend up, defend back. Are these niggas stupid? Billy, shit. Senegal. Rush and overturn this group of French colonists. Don't forget your history, kick hard. Even Judy began to gibberish. F-U-C-K. That pigtailed guy is going to shoot again, my eyes. It's the goalpost. Thank God. Bordeaux. Can't the goalkeeper's eyes see? The goalposts are much more useful than him. Won't his legs move? The four of them were in high spirits, thanking each other, abusing each other, and eager to go up and kick themselves, even though they didn't even know the rules, and they didn't even know any of the players. Only Eric didn't say a word, because he was more agitated than anyone else, and he was speechless. On the screen, as Jokofiv made a mistake in passing, Senegalese core player Diouf suddenly broke through quickly to cut off the ball, and then struggled to start sprinting. The aging French backline couldn't resist the impact at all. Diouf made a pass, and Diop, who had been interspersed in place, struggled to get up, and the love-hate ball slammed into the net. Senegal scored. $200 million is here. I don't know if you feel that the more you have holidays, the less time you have to write, and the less time you have to read novels, but you will take time out of your leisure time when you work.